same great test, now even more convenient, clearly depicts the title of this video. This video is all about the latest changes that have taken place in the PTE academic exam. So Pearson has made this exam even more easier for all of us. Let's see how. PT academic is getting shorter. Now, what exactly will happen? Earlier, the test used to take more than 2 hours, but now it will just be a test of 2 hours. Only 2 hours. What is changing? Actually, the test duration is changing, score reports are changing, preparation resources are changing a bit. Types of questions are not changing at all. So don't worry. If you have been preparing for the previous format, you need not to worry about it because the preparation resources are only changing, but the types of questions are totally the same. What exactly has happened? Why are the changes happening? Because earlier it used to take a lot of time, and basically the academic results continue to be accepted by thousands of institutions across the worldwide. So they just wanted to make it easy for all of us, and they just want to increase the demand of PT, and for the same they have made it easy for all of us. The questions presented and the skills and traits tested within the test continue to provide test takers with highly accurate and reliable scores. So don't worry about the scores. Scores will be same. Results will be faster. The test is shorter. Flexible timings will be there. I believe the more timings, more slots will be available. So that's what convenience is all about. Now test timing changes. Okay. So let's look at this. First of all, in the beginning, 1 minute introduction. Okay. No change. Same is here. 1 minute introduction. Speaking and writing modules. That's the part 1 of PTE academic exam. Okay. So earlier in speaking and writing modules, the total time devoted was 77, in between 77 and 93 minutes. But now it has been reduced to 54, to around 54 to 67 minutes. It will be in between 54 and 67 minutes now. For the part 2 reading module, earlier it was 32 to in between 32 and 41 minutes. Now it will be for less than or around 30 minutes only. There was an optional scheduled break, but now the break has been removed. And at last, we have the listening module. Listening is the one which is actually the lengthiest amongst all. So, this was taking earlier in between 45 to 57 minutes, but now it will be taking only in between 30 and 43 minutes. So, that means basically the major change is there in the number of questions as well as the timings. So, earlier speaking and writing was taking a lot of time, somewhere around 1.5 hours. Now it will be taking somewhere around an hour only. And for reading and listening modules as well, the time has been reduced to just around 30 minutes or just around half an hour only. Introduction will remain the same of 1 minute. Now let us look at the question types. First of all, personal introduction. Okay, so that's like new test format is also one question. Here also we have one question, and time allotted is also 1 minute. Now for speaking and writing module, read aloud. Earlier they used to ask us 6 to 7 questions in read aloud. This time also it will be 6 to 7. There will be 6 to 7 questions only in read aloud. Same number of questions will be asked in repeat sentence, 10 to 12 in repeat sentence. Again in the new test format as well, 10 to 12. The changes have taken place in describe image. Earlier 6 to 7 questions, now 3 to 4 questions only. Retell lecture, earlier 3 to 4 questions, now only 1 to 2 questions. Answer short questions, earlier 10 to 12 questions, now 5 to 6 questions. So clearly half of these. Okay. Now summarize written text, 2 to 3 questions earlier, now only 1 to 2. Write an essay, 1 to 2, same is there. At times you get 2 essays as well in the writing part, but one of the essays is only evaluated, the other one is not. But we do not know which one, so we have to attempt both the essays properly. So this is the way the number of questions has been reduced for speaking and writing modules. Now let us look at reading type. In the reading module, In the new test format, fill in the blanks reading and writing, same number of questions, but in multiple choice, which is actually multiple choice difficult. It is one of the difficult question types. Here the number of questions has been reduced to around 1 to 2. Earlier it was in between 2 and 3. Now, fill in the blanks in reading, same questions. Reorder paragraph, same number of questions, but in multiple choice, single answer as well. 1 to 2 questions instead of 2 to 3. So that means it is a very good news for each one of us, because multiple choice questions are the trickiest amongst all in reading module, and the number of MCQs will be less in the new test format. So what else do we want? Yahi chahiye tha, and that's there. Now let's talk about listening module, which is the lengthiest amongst all. Here, in the new test format, the number of questions has been reduced in many tasks. Let us talk about the first one, summarize spoken text. So only 1 to 2 questions, which was earlier 2 to 3. And the same is happening in case of multiple choice. Highlight correct summary, multiple choice single answer, select missing word, highlight incorrect word. For all these question types, the number of questions has been reduced to around 1 or 2. Earlier it was in between or around 2 to 3. Now for fill in the blanks, the number of questions is totally the same. For write from dictation, same question numbers. So basically the question numbers have been reduced from around 22 to around 18 or 19. So we can easily finish in 30 to 43 minutes now, and the time allotted is lesser. That's why the whole time has been reduced to 2 hours, as the number of questions has been reduced. So that's a very good news for each one of us. Now let's talk about the last thing that has been changed, that is the score reports. Score reports will be updated to make scoring information clearer. Earlier it was not clear, now it will be clearer. How come? Here exactly in listening, you will get to know everything in detail. Communicative skills, listening 82, reading 87, speaking 90 and writing 74. So they are going to tell you this, and then they'll clearly explain 80 overall. So they are going to give you clear information when it comes to the scoring. So that's what we needed. So I believe the changes that have taken place in Pearson or in PTE academic exam are definitely going to be beneficial for each one of us. So it is a lot easier than other language exams or other exams that we need to take for going abroad. So simply follow us for latest techniques and strategies. Try to understand one thing. PT AASAAN hai. It's all about following the right strategies. And for that, you simply can follow us. Thank you so much.